Hi there, it's Tom with A2 Agile, back with you again. And today we're going to talk about something near and dear to my heart, leadership. Leadership plays a huge role in Agile journeys. And so I think it's important to talk about some anti-patterns, some ways in which leaders can derail an agile transformation, an agile journey, whatever you want to call it. So let's run through. I've got 7 of them for you today, and I'm going to just touch on them, and then we're going to come back in the next set of videos, and we're going to break down each one of these. I might combine a few of them, but we're going to go through them in more depth later. So I'm just going to hit on them today and give you a brief description of each. Starting with number 1. Leaders that don't communicate the mission, vision, and values often enough. It's critical. This is the primary role of leaders in an organization, is to make clear the direction things are moving and why they're moving that way. This is because informed teams make good decisions. Number 2, they don't get enough feedback from operational staff to remove obstacles. Removing obstacles is one of the fundamental roles of a servant leader. And so you can't do that if you're not putting your ear to the ground and hearing about what's going on out there so that you can act. And that actually brings us right to number 3, which is related, which is that they aren't proactive about removing obstacles that they know about. This is, again, a primary job of servant leaders, so they need to be actually working hard at that. Number 4, they set arbitrary or unrealistic deadlines to encourage speed. Look, speed's important. We all need to be figuring out ways to work better, faster, cheaper, so on and so forth. But it's up to teams to make these kinds of choices. When leaders do it for them, then bad things are going to happen. Again, we'll talk more about that in a subsequent video, but this is really important. Number 5, requesting too much status reporting. Status reporting is important. Leaders need to know what's going on in the organization. So I'm using the words too much here, and that's a very important distinction, because obviously it takes time to prepare reports, and too much of it demonstrates a lack of trust, and trust is very important in an agile journey. Number 6, they engage directly with team members to influence their choices. This is a hard one. Leaders, traditionally in a command and control environment, are used to being decision makers. They expect people to come to them and ask for their input. But in a proper, well-run, agile organization, the people closest to the problems are the ones that should be solving them. And if they feel they need the input from leadership, they will come to those leaders and ask for it. Leaders should not be proactive about engaging in that process. Number 7, making decisions that are not theirs to make. Again, in a command and control environment, leaders were often referred to as decision makers. It was a fundamental part of their job. And to be sure, leaders do have to make some decisions, but they should think long and hard about which ones they need to make and which ones should be delegated to the teams, to the people closest to the work. I hope these things are meaningful to you. I hope you'll find them useful in your day-to-day activity. If you're a leader, I hope you'll take these things to heart. We're going to drill down on each one of these, as I said. As always, I invite you to click on the little A2A icon below the screen, go to our channel and subscribe. I hope that you'll find this particular series of great value to you, and I look forward to seeing you again. Take care.